welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a little flip through of my teacher planner and all of the spreads, so you get to see a little after the pin from this planner. So this planner was the Cottage Core teacher planner from this past year, and it is just darling. Like, when I saw this planner, I was like, oh my goodness, I need this planner. It's so cute. Like the very, very light blush pink with the florals and the rose gold accents. I mean, adorable. So stinking cute. So this is like where, once I'm done with all my planners, I kind of, or all the spreads, I put them back in this planner, in its original planner, and kind of store it as like a little memory keeping thing. But throughout the year, I actually take the pages and I put them in this. So this cover is actually from one of the Happy Planner memory keeping things. So it's like the soft plasticky cover. So life is a journey, not a destination, with these gorgeous florals. And then I'll just kind of walk through like how I set up this planner for how it is for the year. Now I have taken everything out of it because it's all back in here because the school year has ended, but just so you can get an overview. So actually, when Happy Planner, I think it was like maybe January, released their memory keeping stuff, they came out these page projectors that punch into your thing, into your disc, and I'm obsessed with these. So I have like the big ones and the classic ones. So I had an extra one up here for my like loose pages. Then I have sorry, I was checking to see like what was on the back of this. I think there were passwords and I wanted to make sure. A divider from an old planner. I love this divider so much. It's just stunning. Like the light pink and the rose gold florals, like stunning. So I kind of have this as like my opening section, and then here I normally keep my like the year at a glance pages, where it's like the column, which I'll show you, and like the welcome page. And then this just serves as like, I covered up the old monthly, and it serves as just a dashboard for stickies. I'm keeping my hand here because I'm not sure if you can see the passwords that are underneath it. And then I have a divider. I just keep that where kind of like the current month that we're in. Then this is my cover from my last year teacher planner, and I keep it in here kind of like a divider, so it goes here. And then I have like a set of sticky notes here, and then I have like an extra little sticky thing, a little page there. And then this is where I would keep my planner spreads and like kind of my lesson plans and like the weekly pages. And I would have like a paper clip, and I would paper clip the monthly view to whatever current week we're on, so I could flip easily between the things, and I wouldn't have to keep flipping through all the past weeks of that month. And then this would be set in the middle of whichever week we were on, so I knew exactly where to flip through. Then I have the back of that planner, which I actually ended up turning into a pocket folder. So I just took a piece of cardstock, took a little piece of washi, put a cute little quote, and laminated it, and then just took like packaging tape and put it around the side, and then punched the edges, and it makes a full-size pocket that's actually very sturdy and also serves as a divider for the second half of my planner. So I actually covered up both this school calendars for both plans, my current school and my new school. And then I'm not going to flip through here because there's like personal information and stuff in there, but I do have another one of those pocket pages here. And then this section is more of my like, I've punched and put them in here documents. So I would only keep about 2 months in this section at a time, whatever current month we are on and the month ahead. And then the year at a glance pages would serve as anything like way ahead in advance. So that way I wouldn't be super bulky. Right now it's very skinny because like everything's out of it, but it does get to be like a full-size page. But document section has like my schedule, allergies, if we have learning support notes, and the school calendar, any documents that I need like more on a daily basis are here. So this planner would stay out on my desk pretty much all day, and I would keep it open mainly to the weekly view, and the kids were allowed to look through anything that was before this divider. Once it got to this part, anything past that, they were not allowed to look in because it had more sensitive information in there. And I also had the grades, which I'm getting to. So then I had a notes section which this was the checklist divider from my last planner. It was just too pretty to like not use. So I like took the last page with the little florals and glued it to the back since to cover up the checklist, since I don't need that and it kind of was ugly looking. And then I just have a bunch of different types of note paper back here for if I needed notes for any meetings. And then I had my grade section. So I had a divider there, and then I had a tab for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And then behind each tab I would have I made my own grade sheets as opposed to using the checklist ones that came with the Happy Planner. So they would go here and I would print them on whatever color. All my classes were color coordinated because everything in my life is color coordinated. So 6th grade history would be like purple, and then I would have like the pink 6th grade ELA. Then I would have 7th grade, I would have the green history and the oh goodness, orange, sorry, English page. And then 8th grade, I would have my blue history and my teal English grading sheets back here. So that's another reason I told them they could flip through my planner, but they had to stop here because everything else was more sensitive in grades and all that. And they were always pretty respectful of that. But so if any of my students are watching, you guys already have a little sneak peek of what's to come. But that was just an overview of how it was set up and how it was being used, especially since I'm transitioning into a principal role next year. I'm not going to have the teacher planner with me. So a little flip through of this. So this year is a little bit different because not only was I a teacher, I also was assistant principal. So I had an assistant principal planner that I used throughout the year, and I actually, like, after we got done with each thing, I kind of just slapped them on these same discs. So this set of discs is really full. I'm not going to flip through all the weeklies in this because it does have student names and parent notes and like anything from a meeting, that sort of thing is all written in here. And even though the school year's ended and all this stuff is passed, I just don't want to share that information. But everything in the monthlies, I flipped through it and it's fine. There's something in there. And then I did, if you notice this weird sticky note that's sticking out, I found 1 week that does not have anything written on it, so you can kind of get an idea of how I set it up. So this was August after the pin. All these pages are, the monthly views are from Work Plus Life. I originally started the year thinking I would just use the monthlies for the entire year. And after about 2 weeks, I realized that was not going to be the case. I was going to need a lot more. So in the Work Plus Life, you have the calendar, and then you have like this goals section, which I started writing stuff at the beginning of the year, but then I stopped kind of using this. And then I ended up using a lot of dashboard pages. So this was my trial of a dashboard to see what I wanted to, there's stuff written on the back, but, and I used like an old dashboard. This was from the Princess collection. And then later on, I like add in, when the new year started, I got the mom dashboard planner because it was fairly neutral and added those pages in there. So this was September, and this year we did a lot with the virtues. So each month has a virtue, and I wrote them all in here so I wouldn't forget. And crazy to think, this was the first week I was acting principal. My principal went to Malta. Like, we were all a little jealous, and I took over and had to be in charge of the whole school. It was a little bit nerve-wracking, but also lots of fun. So, and then that went through October, and we also had testing week. So I would run up and do testing with my students in the morning, and then would pop back down to the office and do all the office things throughout the day. Oh my goodness, the middle school dance. That was so fun. Like, I helped with chaperoning, and they just had a blast. Like, I was going back through all my videos and stuff, and it was so fun to watch them, and like so much joy. They had the little light up ones from, I forget what it's called, the Adam Sandler movie where his daughter has her big celebration. And one of the students whose mom was planning the event, they watched the movie like right before that happened. He was like, hey, we need those. So she got on Amazon and ordered a whole bunch of them, and it made it so much more fun. They had like a real DJ and everything. So I hope they get something fun like that next year, because it was really cool. So then we had November. That was pretty fun. And I was back to being principal again for a couple of days. And then December. So December was pretty short, obviously, because we went on winter break and all the things. And then let's see, oops. Now, this is the part of the planner where the Work Plus Life it was all dated through December, and then that was the end of that planner. But I went ahead and over the summer I had prepped all these ahead of time, so I redated from January to the end of the year. So you'll notice like there's like whiting out of the random holidays that didn't exist, and like sticker boxes over the top because I had to redate everything. So so January was pretty busy. We had midterm exams and our big gala, and if you are part of a Catholic school, you know Catholic Schools Week is a big deal. So that started then, and I also took over as acting principal again because my principal was having surgery this day. So that was a wild day. There was so much going on that day. It was insane. Like I took over for him. There was a lice outbreak. Like there's behavioral problems. Oh, and I had an interview for my current school. It's just, by the end of that day, I was like, oh my goodness, can we be done? But it's funny, I guess, now to look back on it. So this is the one spread that did not have anything really written in it. So I'll show you kind of like what it looks like for after the pin. You got to watch some of my before the pin spread to see how I set it up. But I would have over here my copies list, and I would check off what needed to be copied for the week coming up. Then important would also be labeled as PLC from time to time, and this would be like our PLC stands for Professional Learning Community, and we would talk about whatever needed to happen in the middle school, what plans were coming up, that sort of thing. So since this was right after winter break, we didn't have a ton to talk about, and like I was really focused on trying to get Spelling Bee up and running because they had sent us new information and I had to get it completed a little bit earlier than we normally do. And then this section, I changed it from looking ahead to upcoming depending, and I would work like ahead, and then down here would be a box to discussing with my principal. Over here, I've written like kind of like the highlight events for what was coming up that week. So for this week, we had no school in class spelling bees, and then in all the days of the week, we had no school here. So that's why I would write down everything that kind of needed to get done, and this is just like my running checklist. Sometimes I would have boxes if there's big meetings or something like that, and then if there was a lot going on, I would use Saturday and Sunday as an extra like to-do list space. But that's just a little after the pin kind of glance of what that would look like. Then February, not too much going on, thank goodness. And March, and then we got ready to go on spring break, which was really nice. Then April, and I was actually in Hawaii for part of this time, and it was just a lot of fun. My principal announcement was announced here. That might be fun to add in there just so. So it was announced to both schools that I was becoming principal of the other Catholic school in the same city. So I was exhausted coming back from Hawaii. Then I had the priest from my new school emailing me this day, like needing all kinds of information. I had 2 sets of meetings this day, didn't get any sleep the night before, and like having to try and figure out how I was doing everything, and knowing that the next day I'd have to make this huge announcement, which I understand my new school was super excited about, which it is an exciting thing, but also it was making me really sad too, like thinking about having to tell my students. And oh, that was a rough day. I'm just we just had our last day of school, so I'm a little still sad about things because I love my kiddos so much. So I'm gonna try not to cry again. Here I go again, always crying these days. I feel like all I've done this year is cry. But let me see if anything is this week. Because if nothing's here on this spread, I don't think anything's, okay, yeah, I can show you this week too. So this was like basically one of the last weeks in April. So I did like a lemon theme this week, and so you can see more of like what it looks like with the boxes and kind of things going up. And I don't think we had a PLC this week because we had lunch in the classroom, so I didn't end up writing anything that day. And then there was also May, but May is still technically going on, so it's still in my assistant principal planner. Now, on to my teacher spread. So this is like the welcome page that's there. I never really use these pages. And then these are like the year at a glance pages that I said were at the beginning, so I leave these in there all year so that if something comes up, I can just add to it and change as needed. So sometimes they get a little rough depending on like kind of what's going on. Like it seems like I didn't cross too much out this week, but like see in May this is when exams were supposed to be, and then we decided to not have them. So happy we made that decision. Like it was so busy in May, thinking about making and grading and doing all the reviews for that was just like causing so much anxiety. So I'm probably just as relieved as students were on that one. And we actually got out, this was the last day. So we ended up having school that day, and then last day was here. So crazy. And today is actually the 26th, if you want to know when I'm flipping through this. But so then we go into July. They changed the teacher planners this year and started them in July, and I don't do anything in my teacher planner in July, so that's all blank pages. And then kind of had notes from the beginning of the year. Then August, find joy in the small things. I love this. Or my favorite is enjoy the little things in life, and I like to add like diamonds and pearls. One of my students though does not find joy in that quote, but that's okay. I still love it anyway. I had a sign on my wall, and they used to tell me to take it down all the time, but nope. So leave a little sparkle wherever you go. I decided to go back to the princesses for this year. 2 years ago I did a Disney princess. Each month was a different Disney princess, and then last year I decided to use all the villains, so each month was a villain. And then since I had a lot of these big stickers, I decided to go back, but I switched them all up this time. So I tried not to use the same princess that I had used in the same month from before. So the last time I used all the princesses, I believe I did Ariel in August, and Tiana was for March because she wore a lot of green. So this month I kind of switched it up and did Tiana in August, that sort of thing. So I don't actually look at these too much now that I have my assistant principal planner. I didn't use this as much as I typically would have. So these are all blank because we didn't start school until then. And then I decided to do a green spread because our school colors was green, so I wanted to do the green florals, and then I added in like the school illustrations. And then I found quotes that were like, these were part of the green sticker collection. I think these florals were from Amber Plans Her Day, and then I found ones that kind of related to our topics here. So I had a lot to do, so I thought it might be nice to put a box there, and we really didn't have a whole lot of plans going on. And then I'm actually allergic to oranges, so anytime I put oranges in my planner or have them anywhere, the kids always have like a big freak out moment. But I can have oranges in my paper because I can touch these and they don't smell. So oranges in my planner don't bother me, even though I still not a fan of oranges. But I like this set because it has Coco Chanel and has fashion, all the things. So this is, you'll notice I started out with the colors, and then towards the end of the year, I just got so busy, I just did everything in black ink. But again, with the color coordination, so I have a stamp maker that I use to make all of the subjects. So I go through and stamp like the whole planner, and I keep it in order of kind of how my day goes. So my first period was 7th grade history, 2nd, 8th grade history, 3rd, 6th grade history, 4th, 6th grade English, 5th, 7th grade English. Then I had a planning period and lunch and recess, and then I had 8th grade English, and then a planning period. We flipped midday or mid-year, and I had an extra planning period before 8th grade English, and then we flipped the schedule around a little bit, and I ended up with 8th grade English and then had a planning period. But still, it was the last period of the day, and like everything's always color coordinated. I did my history classes in cool colors, so green, blue, and purple, and then the way I used to do the English classes in warm colors. In 8th grade English used to be yellow, but the yellow got a little hard for writing in and whatnot, so I switched it to the teal because it kind of coordinated well with the blue, and then pink and purple coordinate, and then I had the orange and the green. So now the highlighting is what their homework was that day. So I went through the whole planner and highlighted everything, and then so when I did my homework board, I would just write down whatever was in the box, and it would kind of pop out at me. Like if they asked, what was my homework again this morning? It was all right there. So, and I would just like write one little thing as to what we were doing for that day. Then, oh, these stickers were from Live Love Posh, I believe. And all right, then we had this like wild spread from Amber Plans Her Day, I believe. Yeah, I think they were Amber Plans Her Day. The wild, decoratively wild sticker book. Then September, I did Mulan, these like muted florals. And then I used floral stickers from Kelva Plan and quotes from Amber Plans Her Day. And then whenever we had a test or a quiz, I would write it really big like this and then write what it is. And if there was like a no school day, I would use it as like an extra decorative box. Down here, you'll notice I only had history classes 4 days a week, and I got to do the schedule. So of course, naturally I did it where they weren't on Fridays. So I got extra planning on Fridays. And then more Kelva Plan florals with Amber Plans Her Day quotes. And Kelva Plan florals with the same teacher sticker book from the first week. I love this spread. I thought it was so cute, like the sunflowers with the line art. It was really nice. Then this was Amber Plans Her Day rainbow florals, the pink set with the Live Love Posh washi. And October, I did Belle because I thought like the yellow with her brown hair was just like so fitting. And then when I found these florals, it screamed October. If you will notice that the florals in this planner match the, I don't know if you remember, all the way back, let me show you. They match the florals in the assistant principal planner. So every month is the same floral. I just didn't put the princess in the assistant principal planner. And I still also put the virtue. So this week, wow, I did not, oh, I was acting principal. I was like, why did I not write anything? That's so unusual. It's because I was not actually teaching. I just had sub plans. So everything was printed out for them. But there you go. And then was still acting principal a little bit, but back to being me. So I filled it all the way out. This was, oh, these were Amber Plans Her Day florals, and so are these from the Rainbow Floral Sticker Book. Really pretty watercolors. These are from Kelva Plan, the favorite florals with Amber Plans Her Day quotes. My 6th graders need this one. I should have printed it out for them. They were good at the beginning. They just got chatty towards the end of the year. They're very social butterflies, but I love them anyway. I even adopted them, so that's how much I love them. If they're watching this, they'll probably get a kick out of it. I love you, darlings. This is Kelva Plan florals again with Amber Plans Her Day quotes. Then November, I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit more. So I love the Snow White illustrations. I don't know. She just always looks so like put together and everything. But anyway, I dress up as the princesses towards the end of October and November, and doing inspired outfits by each of them. And every time I'm Snow White, that's the one they say I look like the most. Halloween, I hated this spread. I really hate these stickers, but I just wanted to use them up. So, oh look, somebody wrote me a note. I think that's one of my 8th graders. That's so sweet. It's kind of fun when they, even though I don't want them drawing all over my planner, but when they do write me little notes, it is kind of cute. So these were from Kelva Plan, and then also Kelva Plan stickers. Then we had no school, so that one was blank. Then one of our kindergartners passed away, so we actually canceled school this day so we could all attend her funeral. And then actually the same week, our former priest passed away, and his funeral was 2 days after that. So we actually had a half day this day so that we could attend that. And as if that wasn't enough, the 28th was I think the 7th anniversary of my cousin. She passed away when she was 7 in 2017, and this was the date. So our little kindergartner, her death and funeral was bringing up a lot of emotions, and then to have the memory and all the emotions come up in between both funerals, it was a rough week. I was trying my best to keep it together that week. I remember being the beginning of November is when our kindergartner passed, and which was right after my cousin's birthday too. So November is a very emotional month. It's when all the crying started. That you can tell you're getting older when you cry over everything. Then these are Calico Plan florals. In December, I used Ariel. I thought her red hair would be really fun with like the red florals, so that was fun. And then the Bridgerton sticker books from the Happy Planner, which I didn't use them in my planner like last week, or maybe I'll use it coming up because the next couple episodes, I didn't use it when the new season dropped recently, but maybe I'll use it. There's the second half of that season's coming out in June, so maybe I'll use it that week. It's kind of a fun sticker book. And then these are Live Love Posh stickers, I believe. So for Christmas, and then these are Calico Plan florals, and then no school. Then January, I used Cinderella. Now Cinderella, I did use her January the last time I did the princess stickers, and decided to do it again just because I loved the light blue with like the pink pops. I remembered it being so pretty, so I wanted to do it again. So there's that one. And then I did, these are Calico Plan florals, I believe. Yeah, I think these are Calico Plan florals. So, and this time I wrote a quote myself. So each new year, we have before us a brand new book containing 365 blank pages. Let us fill them with all the forgotten things from the last year, the words we forgot to say, the love we forgot to show, and the charity we forgot to offer. So it was really sweet. And since we didn't have school these days, I decided to like really fill it up and kind of use it as decorative. And then Tigger sticker book is so cute. I did it for my mom's planner. I decorate her planner for the entire year, and I did a Tigger spread, and it just came out so cute. I was like, oh my goodness, everything needs a Tigger spread. So I did Tigger spreads in all my planners for the same time. Then this week was, the Tigger stickers are from the Happy Planner, by the way. These are Calico Plan florals, and I did a tropical. You're probably wondering, why are you doing like tropical stickers in the middle of January? That makes no sense. But our auction gala theme was Caribbean cruise, so I did like the tropical cruise type thing. So take it every chance in life because some things only happen once. So kind of seize the day type quotes, or we could do seize the day, S-E-A-S. Little play on words for English teacher humor. Anywho, then I really switched gears. So we went from tropics to skiing. So I thought this was kind of fun. We got no snow this year, so this planner spread is about the only snow we got. Kind of a little sad. Like, I really want some snow. Like, I need a really good snow. But anyway, and then February I did Sleeping Beauty, which last year she was April because Sleeping Beauty is my favorite Disney princess, but I thought the pink for her would be super cute, because pink and purple and everything for Valentine's Day, you know. And then Follow Your Heart, because February, so clever sometimes. Then this was Catholic Schools Week, so since it was Catholic Schools Week, I used the Faith stickers from the Happy Planner. This is like an old Faith line from years ago. I don't even remember what year it came out, but it is one of my favorite Faith sticker books. It's just so stunning. Like, I love like the realistic florals. And then I did another wintry spread from Live Love Posh stickers. Then I did Mickey and Minnie stickers. This one's kind of simple and cute. And then I did Princess Elegant stickers. This is the one, if you watch my other video where I was talking about how they all look creepy with their eyes. I did this one because they all look kind of small, even though Tiana and Cinderella and Belle and Snow White and Rapunzel kind of got the whole like eye thing going on. Oh, look, I got more drawings in my planner again. The initials are definitely one of my 8th graders, which is kind of funny that she did that, but it's always kind of fun. I would never probably admit it in front of them, but I do love when they write little notes in my planner. Then we've got another kind of wintry floral spread going, spread going on. Then March, this matches the cover of the planner. I did Rapunzel, and I did purple with like the green floral to kind of bring the green pops in there. Plus purple, I also feel like goes with St. Patrick's Day. But then this is from the tile sticker book from the Happy Planner. I think it's called Playful Tile. Then this is from, this is one of the new floral sticker books that released at the beginning of the year, but I'm like blanking right now on what it is. But it was my, this was my catch-all planner that I used. I used this theme for last year. And then, this spread was kind of fun. I did kind of like this one. With the leopard. That was from the Happy Planner. And then we're leading up to spring break. And I use like these are Keleva Plan. And they're also in the realistic. There's from the Favorite Floral sticker book, but they're also in the realistic floral sticker book. And then these ones are from the Happy Planner, the blush sticker book, like the quotes in the boxes are from that. Then April, I used Jasmine, so that one was kind of pretty simple. Then since I was in Hawaii these days, I decided to use some tropical florals, and when all else fails, take a vacation. And so I didn't end up writing in this one because I just kind of, it was really only like 2 days for me, and I just kind of looked up what my stuff was online. And then I used the Mickey Minnie again for this week. Then I went all lemons for this week. I love lemons, which you should know if you watched my other video the other day. Actually, that spread turned out really cool. So I know it's a really long video, but if you didn't see it, the lemon tile spread, really cool. And then, I don't know what that's our show for the kids. We're doing their spring show. And then May, the last month of school, which also I believe I did May the last time I did I used Moana for the last time too. Just because she's so like out in the sea and summery, like I can't use her in any other month because she's just so like, you know, exploring life. And then I used colorful florals in this one. This one, the May videos I started my YouTube channel, so you can actually see the Playing With Me's for this one, and there's Playing With Me for this one. This one was, we went on our camping field trip, so I did the light a lake theme, and then I did the sunflower lemon theme. And the last week of school, which I kind of got lazy with the writing of the plans because I was just like, I'm done. And so I did the kind of like a summer vibe, and we were supposed to have school, no school this day and school these 2 days, which is why they're highlighting, but our new bishop is getting installed this day, and then we didn't want like some random half day this day. So there's no actual lesson plans here, and our last day was the 24th. Crazy. We have never gone out before Memorial Day except for COVID year. And then because we got out so early, I did not have to use June, so that one's blank too. And then the checklist pages, which I don't really use, so, but they are really nice in this one that they're neutral. And then of course the end of this planner does have a notes page too, but I think I have taken, this is the notes page, JK. And so that is the end of my teacher planner flip through and assistant principal mini flip through. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.